Okay, hey. All right, this is Dr. T from Education Prescriptions, and it is a service, a tutoring service, but we offer a wide range of services in our company. And one of those services is a language acquisition service, and we have teachers who teach other languages other than English. And we have one here that we're going to interview just to let you guys know it's a wonderful class and that we want you to think about signing up for this class. Now we have Miss Darra Jackson here, and Darra has some wonderful information because she's done some studies out of the country. And that's why she is teaching one of the Asian languages, the Asian language workshops with the company. So Darra, hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank
Good,
you for having
good. We're
me.
so glad you're with the company. We just love having you. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
give us a little bit of background. Why are you interested, or why do you have the skills to teach? You'll be teaching Mandarin.
Yes.
How did you come across having that skill to teach that?
Well, thank you for asking. So I actually had the opportunity to study Mandarin in China, and I actually lived in China for 5 years. So when I was my first year in college, I received the Chinese government scholarship. And so that enabled me to study 5 years in China. So the first year was actually a very high level, very intense Mandarin training. And then I spent the remaining 4 years actually learning my bachelor's degree, which was in international politics. And that program was actually taught in Mandarin. So it was a very challenging experience, but I can say I learned a lot in regards to the subject matter of my major, but also I had the opportunity to really develop my Mandarin skills within that process. So I'm
Okay,
really,
so
really
you
excited.
arrived in China and you did not know, you didn't have the language before you went to China.
So I had like some very basic, I had a very basic proficiency. Like I could ask how much and kind of just like those basic questions that you would feel comfortable, asking someone just on a day-to-day basis, but nowhere near, anything like being able to, I don't know, describe my personal life or describe really anything about myself, just those kind of phrases to get by. But I can definitely say, over the course of 5 years, just living there, learning the colloquial Mandarin, as well as the more formal Mandarin taught in class, really gave me the opportunity to kind of just develop those Mandarin skills. So pretty
Okay.
excited about that.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So tell me, okay, so I am a person and I'm interested. So why would I want to get into this class? How will it help me learning this language?
That's a really great question. So Mandarin is actually is identified as one of the critical languages by the Department of State. And also it's one of the most widely spoken languages, as well as English. So you would definitely be at an advantage, knowing Mandarin, just by having the opportunity to communicate with more people. I know a lot of people that are interested in going to China. So, you being able to speak colloquial Chinese with the locals will put you in advantage when you're traveling, or even if you're interested in studying abroad. So, yeah, I would say just knowing Mandarin is just kind of cool in itself, because you kind of stand out. A lot of people don't really pick up that particular language. But yeah, it's a pretty cool skill to have, and to be able to kind of speak it and be able to communicate with more people.
So after my session with you, what would I be able to do?
So my specific course would give you those basic conversational phrases. So you would be able to introduce yourself in
So for
Chinese.
instance, give me an example.
Okay. So let's see. You want me to speak in Mandarin?
Mhm.
All right. Okay. So let's see. 我叫戴拉，我是美国人，我住在中国5年了。嗯，我的爱好是旅游和学中文。So to translate that,
Yes, please do.
I said, my name is Dara. I'm an American. My hobby is traveling and learning Chinese. And I don't know if I said, but I believe I said I was American. So I hope I didn't forget everything I said, but
Okay, great. That was wonderful. That was wonderful.
yeah.
So after I leave your class, I would be able to say some words, know some words. What would I be able to do?
You would be able to introduce yourself, give a basic introduction of yourself, where you're from, your hobbies, and there would also be learning basic phrases like how much is it, the numbers, and how many brothers or sisters you might have. So just kind of that basic colloquial Mandarin. And if you are interested in learning kind of more high level, um, Chinese, there's always an opportunity for that as well.
Okay, great, great, great. Okay, so how long have you decided how long your session is going to be?
So we can do two options. So we can do a 30-minute course, as well as there's an option to do an hour course. Now, I personally would start off with a 30-minute course just as you're starting out because it can get a little overwhelming sometimes just with the basics. So I would say just start out with 30 minutes and then we can work our way up to an hour
Okay.
of instruction. But the preliminary courses would start out with kind of that basic grammar, as well as like pronunciation. So those can be 30-minute courses.
Okay, that sounds great. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yes.
Yes. So what we're going to do is Dara will be we will be soliciting students for those classes pretty soon, and you've met her, so you know the instructor's going to be, and you've heard a little bit of the dialogue. And it's just a wonderful thing. We are in a global society now, and we have Asian people in America, and we are going to have to do commerce with them. We're going to have to do just day-to-day, busyness with them. And so it's always great to have another language under your belt. So I'm so glad. Thank you so much, Dara.
Yeah, and actually, one thing I want to add is
Okay.
so the ages of the courses, who attends the courses. So I'm very flexible with that. We can start at age 3, perhaps, all the way up, so into adulthood. So pretty flexible with that, and I would tailor the course to the age of the student. So.
Okay, so if I have a child, I can enroll them in your course.
Yes.
Okay,
And I
that's
think for
great.
children, we all know the attention span of children's is slightly less than an adult. So we would also tailor the time of the course, just depending on the age of that child to just make sure that, they're able to focus kind of through the whole thing. So if that involves, cutting the course down slightly, then we can tailor that as well.
Okay, that sounds great. That's great. Okay, well, you of course to go to the website, guys and ladies, and go and sign up and tell on the website in the more section. You hit the link and go down to contact with your name and information, and it will ask you what you're signing up for. And as soon as we get your information, Ms. Jackson will get a hold of you, and she will allow you to come into the class. So we are excited for this course, and I hope that you all are too. And we thank you for giving us this interview, Ms. Jackson, and we look forward to you offering that course and it being successful.
Thank you. Thank you. And I look forward to hosting the course.
Okay. Take care, guys. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.